Welcome to the International English Language Testing System speaking session conducting on 6 December 2022 at Medcity, Kochi. The examiner is prestigious and the examiner ID is 22071. The center ID is 01337. The candidate is Alvin Joe Edison and the candidate ID is 33101. This test will be recorded for official purpose. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, can I see your ID?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. May I know your full name?
Yes, my full name is Alvin Joe Edison.
Okay, how may I address you?
I would like to be called Alvin.
Okay, Alvin. Where do you come from?
I come from a place called Medcity. It's in the beautiful place of Kollam and it is situated in the state of Kerala.
Okay, tell me more about your hometown.
My hometown is quite beautiful. It has a lot of beaches and it's a very big tourist destination as well. It has many tourist attractions like the Jadayu Para as well as it is famous for its cashew nuts.
Okay, let's talk about outdoor activities. Do you like outdoor activities?
Of course, it is my cup of tea because I quite enjoy going out and playing. It is a leisure activity that I spend a lot of time in and I enjoy it.
Okay, what outdoor activities do you like to do the most?
I think that would be football. I'm an avid player of football and I go outside every evening with my friends to play this. I really enjoy spending time with them as well.
Okay, how often do you do that?
Even though I want to play football every day, I do not have the time for it. So it is maybe every other day that I go play football with my friends.
Okay, how much time do you spend outdoor every week?
Medcity IELTS app, a complete learning solution. IELTS listening, reading, writing and speaking module lessons with grammar classes and free practice materials. Get over 50 hours of video lessons. Download Medcity IELTS app now. Available on Android and iOS platforms.
Aforesaid, I do not have much time every day to go out. So maybe it's 2 or 3 hours every day that I go out. So that's the amount of time I spend every week outside.
Okay, fine. What outdoor activities are popular in India?
Since India is a very diverse country, a lot of outdoor activities are popular, like hockey, cricket, football, and among them, cricket is probably the most important of them because the youngsters really play it a lot outside.
Okay, now let's move to part 2 session. I will give you a cue card and you will get 1 minute for preparation. And here is your cue card. You can use this paper if you want to make any notes. And your preparation time starts now. Okay, your preparation time is over. Now you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. Do not bother if I interrupt you, and your time starts now.
I've done a lot of difficult things in the past, but perhaps one of the most challenging things I've ever done is probably when it was during the uh, COVID pandemic, and I was presented with a project relating to the government. It was an animation project that I had to submit by about in a 2 months deadline, and I found it really difficult because I was all alone. It was during COVID. I had no friends or any type of support at that time. It was me and my computer all alone. So during that time period, I really struggled to complete the task, and it was quite Herculean. I couldn't quite focus on things because the things happening all around me were difficult to. I also got COVID during the time period, so it was very difficult for me to reach the deadline. Although it was a tiring task, at the end I felt that it's something that I owe it to the society because something that is very informative and yet illustrative was what the people needed at that time. They were all sitting at homes as well, just like me, and something that would energize them and make them aware of what the virus was doing to them was clearly presented by my work, and I believe that that is something that I got from what I did. Even though I was not paid that much, I felt like it was quite rewarding at the end.
Okay, fine, that's enough. Okay. Okay, now let's move to part 3 session. I will ask you some follow-up questions. What kind of jobs require people to be confident?
I believe the jobs that require executives or analysts to be presentable, the people who present data to investors and other people.
Why?
Because in the working of a company, it is important to prove it to the investors that they can achieve the goals.
What are the
by
factors that make people hesitate to invest?
the factors that make people hesitate is that the current market trends, it's what really makes people doubt in the company's capabilities.
Okay, do all kinds of products can be sold in India?
Yes, because India is a very consumer-based country, so it is really a large.
Okay, do you think it is a positive phenomenon?
Yes, I think it is because it gives a lot of opportunities to others.
Why is the unemployment still then?
Because of our population mainly.
Okay, what are the reasons for our population?
Our population is mainly because of the lack of awareness. People do not
Whose
know why.
awareness?
The people, the citizens of India, is unaware of the merits and demerits of.
Okay, what can we do to make them aware?
Mainly, it is to educate them. The authorities
How?
can take steps to educate people on how.
Okay, will it be fruitful?
I think it does, and there is no other way to teach the people on the merits of not procreating in the future.
Why are people migrating abroad?
Primarily, I think it's due to the lack of jobs in our country. It is.
I
really-
think it's good to get more exposure to Western culture.
Yes, it does come with the added perk of really getting used to the Western culture. But still, the primary reason would be to find jobs.
Okay, then how can we solve unemployment issue?
Medcity IELTS app, a complete learning solution. IELTS listening, reading, writing and speaking module lessons with grammar classes and free practice materials. Get over 50 hours of video lessons. Download Medcity IELTS app now. Available on Android and iOS platforms.
By encouraging youngsters, the government could provide startup funds, capital for startups, and
Do you think each individual is able to start a business?
of course, given the training they get and with other qualities, it is quite easy for them.
What
to
are the
start.
qualities a businessman should have?
Firstly, it should be leadership. To run a business, an entrepreneur should have a lot of leadership capabilities as well as hardworking mentality.
I don't think every businessman needs leadership quality.
Well, some businesses tend to not really need the qualities of a leadership, but on a whole, I believe they do.
How can an individual acquire leadership quality?
I think the best way to acquire a leadership quality is to look up to someone, to place a role model, and to follow what they did in their life. A successful role model who's a very good businessman is the best way to study what they did and to copy it into their lives. So, yes, I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay, this is the end of your speaking session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.